19th, 2021 special session of the Board of Directors and call our meeting back to order, where we will continue our consideration of the qualifications of the superintendent applicants, the search process, and a possible motion to select our next superintendent. Our advertising of the position generated a strong applicant pool of 29 completed applications. We interviewed 5 semifinalists on Saturday, March 13th, in a public setting, with both in-person and live stream opportunities for public viewing and participation. After consideration of staff and community input, we then asked our search consultants to schedule finalist interviews with 2 candidates. Each of the 2 candidates were asked to spend a day in the district so we could continue to evaluate them for this important position. On Tuesday, Superintendent Tim Winter was in the district. On Wednesday, Superintendent Krestin Bahr was in the district. Both candidates toured the district, met virtually with teachers, staff, administrators, and members of our community. At the end of the day, the board met again with each candidate for a final in-person interview. The board met last night in executive session to review and discuss the feedback we received from staff, students, parents, and community members. We are grateful to everyone who took part and took the time to participate in this very important process. Before we move to the next step, I just want to personally thank Northwest leadership for their monumental efforts. Just like 5 years ago, you brought us amazing candidates and couldn't have been happier with who you brought us. So thank you very much. As I said in my statement, I really appreciate, or the board, we really appreciate the community input, all the input we had from staff, teachers, every member of the school district, parents, and every member of the community. We really appreciate that. The board did thoughtful consideration. We were respectful, had great debate, great discussion, and I think that ultimately, whoever we decide on, we will be very happy with. Special shout out has to go to Tanya. I just give her a round. She did a great job. I don't want to get all emotional talking about Tanya. So she did a great job. Okay. All right. So at this time, I'd like to ask any board members if you have anything you'd like to discuss before we move to request a motion for consideration. Okay, thank you. I guess we've discussed it enough. Okay. At this time, I would allow the entertain a motion to select our next superintendent.
Item 3. Yeah, can we do pledge allegiance?
Oh, I'm sorry. That should have been first. I greatly apologize. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, we don't have to. It was just on their case. Okay. So there was an executive session on the agenda, just in case we felt it was necessary, but it was not considered necessary. So at this time, I'd like to approve the agenda. Is there any comments about the agenda? If not, I entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I move to approve the agenda.
Thank you. Is there a second? It's been moved by Deb and seconded by Natalie to approve the agenda. Okay, so at this time, I guess if I follow the agenda, that would be helpful. At this time, I would entertain a motion to select our next superintendent.
You didn't vote on the approval of the agenda.
Oh, I thought we did. Oh, all those in favor of the agenda say aye.
Sorry, formalities.
Anyone opposed? Sorry? I
Okay.
didn't go to the airport, so I must be a little bit goofy right now. Okay, so motion approved by vote, thank you. Okay, so now I'll ask for a motion to select our next superintendent.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to approve Krestin Bahr as the next leader for Peninsula School District this week.
We have a motion from Director West to select Krestin Bahr is our next superintendent of the Peninsula School District. Subject to the successful negotiation of a contract and the successful what?
Second.
I haven't got there yet. I'm reading myself. Subject to the successful negotiation of a contract and the successful completion of a comprehensive third-party background check. Is there a second to this motion?
I'll second.
Board Member Glover seconds the motion. We have a motion by Director West, a second by Director Glover. Is there any discussion? Okay. If there's no further discussion, I will ask the board to take a roll call vote. President takes roll call vote. Please vote by responding aye, nay, or abstain. Director Glover.
Aye.
Director Krestin Bahr.
Aye.
Director Wimberly.
Aye.
Director West.
Aye.
Director Olson. Yes. Motion passes 5-0. Further discussion from members of the board. Okay, this time a motion for adjournment. Meeting adjourned at 8:37 a.m. Thank you, everyone.